So what you're witnessing here is an earth bridge that has been built across a little ravine, so that way I can access the other side of my property. But at the same time, what we've done is we're holding back the water and we're letting it soak into the land. And so I'm going to walk you up to the source of this. Before, all of this water used to just rush downhill, and it used to carry all the silt and everything with it, you know. So I think that's going to be a good angle for you, hopefully. It used to add to the flooding conditions in the town that is down below us. And in the summertime, we always had drought up here and hardly any trees were growing. And now, a whole sumac forest has popped up right down below where that earth bridge is. We got the ravens up here in the canyon. It's quiet enough today we might be able to hear their wings. It's such an awesome experience. First time I heard it, I was like, what the hell is that? And a shadow from the raven came up to me. And I realized I was hearing the wind break past the wings of the raven. And they've got a little nest up here, up in the canyon. Pardon this videography for a second. We climb underneath the neighbor's fence. They don't care. I only build things. I don't destroy things. So we'll take a little walk up here in the canyon. So we learned from the beaver how to hold water to the land. And when we hold water to the land, it becomes fruitful. There's elderberries up in here, and there's snow down my boots. So you're along for the easy ride, because I'm walking through about a foot of snow with no socks on. I didn't think I was going to do all of this today, but it's too perfect to pass up. So we're out in the desert, but we got water. We've been building check dams. So these check dams, they just work to hold the water a little bit longer, help it spread out a little bit. I'm gonna bring my machete up here, camp up here for, oops. And there we go, down the snow. Camp up here for a few days and burn up some of this wood that's on the ground. Build little dams. This is much easier to walk when it's not covered in snow. But that's why there's resources like YouTube, right? I can do it so you don't have to. So we're like climbing a glacier pretty much right now. These were the wrong boots to wear, but that's okay. Alright, look at this. So I've been trying to build a little pond up here. Let's see if it's working. Oh, it is! Awesome! So here's the pond I've been building. One of my other videos, I was right there, right here throwing rocks. And this is awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. So you can see, let me clear off the lens here, make sure you're good. Okay. So, right there is my kitchen window. This is the blessing that we get when we listen to Spirit, when we listen to ourselves, when we believe in ourselves. So we're going to go down a little bit farther. I don't know with the amount of water that we have coming off, the amount of water that's coming off of here, I don't know if we're going to be able to hear the raven's wings, but you know, I only get this for about a week or maybe 2 weeks a year. So this is where you gotta really appreciate things like this, you know. Take a shower in the ice cold water when you get a chance, you know, because it really makes you feel alive. I mean, that's like snow falling, liquid snow. Oh, but it's awesome. I love nature. It provides to us all the time, and it tells us that we don't have limits, you know. I mean, that's colder than a cold shower, because that's like direct snow melt off. So, but it's awesome because it makes us feel alive. And there was a lot of time in my life that I didn't feel alive because because I was always walking on flat floors, and you know, I was very unnatural. But now, I'm very natural. I go to sleep when I'm tired. I wake up when I'm not. Right? Because that's how we're supposed to live. When I need money, I go make it. Or it comes to me naturally. I don't see the ravens right now, but there's their nest. Oops, let's see if I can block that for you. There's their nest in that tree right there. And they've been there for as long as I've been here at this property. And I've been here for 18 years, and they've been using that nest ever since then, for sure. And so, I love this place. I call this Hawkshaven. The hawks that come in, they try to snatch up on the raven's eggs, and the ravens fight them off, you know, because the ravens are acting in defense. I don't think I've ever seen the hawks win, you know. But when they're out hunting in the fairgrounds, you know, they're not coming into somebody's home. the Hawks, they do a really good job. I was driving up to my house one day, and all of a sudden, I drive slow because I like to watch all the quail and, you know, look for the coyotes and watch the birds hunt. That is pretty cool. So I'm gonna get in the sun. I'm gonna let the dogs and nature teach me that when you get cold, you get into the sun. You go to the sun when you're in the dark, right? But so I was driving up the hill, I'm driving slow. All of a sudden, right across my hood, this huge, probably, you know, I mean, like probably a 5 or 6 foot wingspan, or at least it seemed like it. I mean, he pretty much covered the whole hood, and he shot right across it, and he attacked this. Sorry, little bunny, but he attacked that little bunny right underneath the sagebrush, and it was like, hey, man, I even have cell phone reception up here. It was pretty brutal. I mean, he fell out of the sky. I mean, he must have been going like 60 miles per hour or something when he crossed my hood. And what a front row view he gave me that day. It was really cool. So, anyway, yeah. So this has all been a privately funded project so far. And if people would like to help with this model of transformation, I teach permaculture and yoga for free. I teach meditation. We are going to be offering some retreat opportunities, and if you live in a stressful environment and you are having trouble finding your bliss, I'm a pretty good teacher of helping people find the simplicity in life, and it's all just shifting perspective, and it's using the natural tools that are available to us. You know, the breath is our energy. And when we manage it intentionally, we build a life that we're forming intentionally. So, U of U at Hawkshaven is... Ooh, let me make sure we're still recording. We are. Good. So U of U at Hawks... Oh, goodness. See, this is what I'm talking about. We're walking through some snow here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there we go. So it's almost like barefooting through the snow, but at least I got some soles on my feet right now to keep the rocks from scratching me up too bad. So let me tighten this thing back up here a moment. Keep with me. Alright. So anyway, I got features all over the property that I'm building. I'm planting food everywhere, creating abundance and balance, right? So we're creating abundance, working to prevent flooding, erosion, drought. We're holding the water to the land. We're working to recharge the aquifers, working to provide abundance, because we're living in the product of erosion. You know, there's roughly 13,000 years ago, the floods came through this land and they shaped what you see. And humanity has been in a struggle of survival since then. You know, we've had to work so much of our lives to try to exist. Well, now with technology, we have the ability of stepping away from working so much. And we have the ability of working with the land to provide the food that we eat. It's way better from the source than the stores, right? Phonetically they sound the same, but it's not really even close in the quality or abundance. You know, we live in a perceived scarcity because everything is determined, its value is determined by the dollar. But I hope you don't value yourself based on the dollar. It's not a good way to look at things. Maybe consider valuing yourself on how many minutes a day are you happy? You know, when we're a little kid, we're happy all the time, unless somebody tells us to quit playing or quit yelling or go lay down or something, you know. But so as we've gotten older, we should have gotten even better at that. You know, nobody's going to tell us to go lay down anymore. You know, if you have your own property, you can scream all you want, and nobody cares, right? Sometimes the Hawks or the Ravens will yell back at you, and maybe they're telling you to be quiet, but I don't know. Anyway, this is the beauty of living in nature. I hope you can experience it someday too, because cities are meant for commerce, and we as humanity aren't intended to be a product of commerce. We're a product of creation that's capable of creating. We can recreate the Garden of Eden by reshaping the land to include terraces, including permanent culture instead of agriculture. Agriculture takes continuous involvement, whereas permaculture, you shape it once and it's good for decades, centuries, till the next flood. Anyways, we're going to be shooting a bunch more videos during the thaw after our snowpocalypse. I hope that you'd like to contribute. Hopefully you'd like to come and participate. I'd love to have all sorts of organic trees and bushes, of berries. I'd like for the visitors to be able to just come through, eat from the landscape, and be inspired to take it back to wherever they live and build abundance. And we build abundance through our action. Thank you very much. My name's Rob. Find me on Facebook. You can contact me here on YouTube or wherever. But you know, when good people come together, a lot of good stuff happens. So, and I know there's a lot of good people out there. So let's get together.